What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood back with another exciting review. Today's review is going to be our final retro review of our Playmates Coneheads Beldar in his civilian uniform. This, again, is the final Coneheads review. So this is 6 of 6 Beldar in Surburban, uniform. Yeah, again, this is figure played by, or a character played by Dan Aykroyd. Somebody bought him for $1.98. Toys R Us sold it for $4.99 if it'll focus. And it doesn't, no, it couldn't have been 97. I hope it couldn't have been 97. That would make sense. But this also seems to be a Toys R Us sticker. So that must have been their clearance sticker. But I don't have a date. This one says 12/18. Again, no year. And this just says 14. So obviously that had to have been the day, but I don't know what year or month in that case. We're going to read his bio. It says, Mid-Atlantic District Office Report. Mr. Conehead first turned up in Paterson, New Jersey, employed as an appliance repairman. Before Agent Gorman Seaman could apprehend him, the Conehead subject switched occupations and disappeared from his mobile home. After the lab analyzed mysterious fabric strands and toasted junk mail found in the Conehead trailer, a theory has been advanced that the Conehead subject and spouse may be illegal aliens from another planet. Agent Turnbull has suggested turning the case over to the U.S. Air Force. Agent Sealing recommends INS expenditure of $250,000 to apprehend subject. File is currently flagged at all red levels. Proceed with extreme caution. Subject last seen with spouse inside local, they're missing the L, grocery store, purchasing mass quantities of waffles and light bulbs for consumption. Since it mentioned $250,000, which is $250,000, and we know this is from the year 1993, I'm going to have to do some research to find out how much that would be today, and really, is it worth spending to try to put a person in jail or send them back to their country? Let's just get him out of his packaging. But in the rough editing process, because I do edit these videos, even if it's just cobbling together an intro video and pairing the halves of the videos if I have to hit stop, I do some research. So we shall see how much money that is in today's 2024 market. I looked up, what did I look up yesterday? Oh, I was watching Rocky, and Rocky got like $44 or something in his first fight at the beginning of the original movie, and I was like, oh, I wonder how much that's worth. And yeah, that movie came out in 1976. I think that was worth like $200 or something, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta get beat on, but $200 for maybe an hour is not bad. Moons of Meat Joint with Beldar in the translation card. Again, not going to read that. I'm going to put that to the side. Let's go over his 4 accessories. He has a visor, and it just simply says Country Club. I don't know if it said that in the movie or if it had a name, or if he even wore this in the movie. I haven't seen Coneheads in forever. If you remember the Agent Sealing video, I thought there were 2 Conehead movies. So I obviously am out here in these streets wilding on Black History Month. That's as far as I can get it to go. But it's possible that you could cut the smaller parts and then it could go lower and maybe fit other characters. That's up to you. Put it upside down for some 90s swag. Put it backwards upside down. There's options. I mean, those defeat the purpose of a sun visor. And I would think you would also want it a little bit lower. So, you know, it's closer to your eyes. But I can't get it any lower. He's got a case of beer. This is a different... No, this is the same mold as Playmates. I thought it was different at first. But they're still the same one that's, you know, crushed. Let's look at the other one. I still have it off to the side, as I just did that review. Yeah, it's the same exact mold, which is fine. Doesn't need to be another mold. It'd be a waste if it were a different mold. But just like Playmates, he cannot hold it in any way. There's no handle. There's no, you know, plastic or piece of plastic that pretend to be a ring or a handle, so he can't hold it. His arms can't get closer so he can hold it with both hands, but it's still a cool accessory. He's got a golf club which matches his golf outfit. Let's see if we can get this in his hand. And it does not seem that I can. And I'm not gonna struggle with it anymore. He can hold it in his left hand, however, which I'm assuming would be his dominant hand, since it's the one with the glove. I'm telling you, Butterfingers. I put on lotion so I wouldn't be ashy, and now I just am dropping everything. And then he also had, well, before that, let's do this real quick. The golf club is just silver or gray. There's no paint whatsoever on it. It's just one solid color, from handle to the driving part. And then he's got a trophy. He clearly came in first place. It has his name, Beldar Conehead. I'm just trying to see if you could make him hold it. You can make him hold that. He has the handle on it, so you could hold it like that, and it should stick. It's not really a grip, but he could hold it like that. Or like that. It just can't hold it any better. So let's look at him. Let's look at him. He has on a red sweater. I got a little bit of paint defect here. Not really paint so much as that looks like plastic, extra plastic, and it came off. Still a little bit there. But he's just got a red sweater and a polo shirt underneath with some stripes. So that's some extra paint. So they paint when they need to paint. And they paint the figures because, you know, molded in one piece. And then they have to paint something else, like this flesh color. So this white glove. His shoes were probably the painted things down here. I'm gonna pull up Beldar. And he actually has two separate heads. I did Connie first. Not Connie, I keep saying Connie. I did Primat first, and she uses the same head sculpt on both figures, just different painting. But clearly, he has different head sculpts, which is cool. That's how they chose to spend the money in the line. I like his little white and black shoes. I would think they would be cleats, but I don't know if golfers actually use cleats. I would think, though. Then you can feel the texture. There's wrinkles throughout his clothing, the buttons, wrinkles on his forehead. You can feel everything. Really good molds, sculpts, whatever. Let's get his height. Let's make sure the camera is in good position, because when I was doing Connie, I was fucking up, folks. Just over 5.5, it looks like. Just slightly. So, let's bring in the crew. We got Lucio. And we got Winston Zedmore. And I am going to raise my camera, because when I bring in the big boys, they're going to be taller. So there we go. He's technically taller than Winston, it looks like. But again, that's just the tip of that cone. Let's bring in Lando and Devin. They're both taller. Let's bring in John Jones and Killmonger. Again, both way taller, or taller. I don't want to say way. Way makes it seem like, you know. I mean, they could definitely probably dunk a basketball over him. He's childlike height comparatively. And there is Roadblock and Titus O'Neil. Finally, there's Vixen and Andra. So, with this being our final Conehead figure for review, we can finally, if I can grab them all, compare him to all the other figures in the line. So we did Agent Seedling first, and then we did this Beldar second. Move this Beldar closer, and then we did Pramat, and then we did Connie, and then we did this Pramat. So the final figure is this Beldar in his alien uniform, in his full flight uniform, as the back of the package refers to it. I think that's cool. I think that's a nice little collection. A mix of police officers. That's what he's going to play in Bob Hollyworld. You got 2 aliens. You'll see them in Bob Hollyworld as that. And then you got 3 civilians. One's a teenager. So she goes to Hollyworld High, man. It's that simple. I'm just having fun with my toys, man. No point of just keeping them in a box. You put them in a shelf or you play with them. You can play with toys. You can be an adult and play with action figures if that's what you choose to do. You can do plenty of things that go against the norm as long as you are not committing crimes. That's my advice to you. As long as you are not committing crimes, you are allowed to and entitled to and expected to have fun and enjoy yourself. You are here for a good time, not a long time. That does not mean do not take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, but also have fun. Do not just spend your whole life consumed with obligation. Take care of your responsibilities 1000%. If you have children, if you have pets, if you have parents that you care and love, take care of them. Take care of yourself, your health, mentally and physically. But have fun. And action figures, I'm assuming if you're here watching this video, action figures are your hobby, your thing. But if not, if you like going hiking, if you like reading books, just watching movies, whatever your hobby is, enjoy it. Do what makes you happy, because this world, you're not here in this life for long, and outside of your 4 walls, ideally your 4 walls are like a haven, but outside of that, the world is really, really rough. It's a shitty place. So enjoy what makes you happy while you are here and are able to. Action figures speak louder than words.